Mother of Perari Valan, sentenced to death for his role in making the belt bomb that killed former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, says the delay is the rejection of the clemency plea is unfair. A Bangalore court rejects the Chief Minister Jayalalitha's plea to dispense with her personal appearance in the wealth case, but Amma says she can appeal in the High Court. Mild tremors 3.5 on the Richter scale with Ariyalur as the epicenter shook 5 districts in the state this morning. Unrest in Perambalur after the engineering student commits suicide alleging harassment by his teacher. Engineering colleges in the vicinity to stay shut for 4 days. A very good evening. You're watching Headlines now with me, Ashmit. Time now to run through, of course, the latest updates coming in from across the country. 2 policemen caught on camera shooting at fleeing farmers on the Mumbai-Pune highway are suspended. British Prime Minister David Cameron explores the crackdown on social media said to have helped looters during riots. The looters of London say they have no regrets and are enjoying the loot. Prakash Jha moves the Supreme Court after his film Arikshan is banned in 3 states, but the people's verdict is out. A key member of the CAG is accused of irregularities by the Shunglu panel set up by the Prime Minister to probe the Commonwealth Games. As another top cop in Gujarat takes on Modi government, the Home Minister says the centre could intervene if approached. Millionaire horse breeder Hassan Ali gets bail from Bombay High Court. He cannot leave the country. Gautam Gambhir says England deserve to be number 1. Team says that it's easy to get there, but not to stay there. Well, first up at this hour, a day after the mercy petition of Perari Valan was rejected, his mother, Arpita Mal, made an appeal to the Chief Minister. An emotional mother, Arpita Mal, said that her son was falsely implicated in the case based on the submission of a hawker. Now, she also cried out that a fair trial was denied for her son. She said that while the death sentence of Nalini, the first accused in the case, was commuted, her son's mercy plea was not heeded by the president.
13 ஆண்டு கருணை மனுவில் இது 13வது ஆண்டு 3 ஆண்டு இல்லைன்னா 5 ஆண்டு கருணை மனுவில் இருந்தால் நியாயப்படி தண்டனை குறைப்பு செய்யணும்னு சட்டம் சொல்றதா சொல்றாங்க 13வது ஆண்டு கருணை மனுவில் இருக்கிறான் என் பையன் விசாரணையில் 8 ஆண்டு எடுத்துக்கினாங்க யாரையும் கேட்கல 26 பேருக்கும் தூக்குனாங்க உச்ச நீதிமன்றம் போய் திருப்பும் தூக்கு உறுதி இன்னைக்கு நேத்துல 6வது முறை எங்களை தூக்குல போட்டிருக்காங்க நேத்து அந்த தண்டனை உறுதிப்படுத்தும் மூலம் நாங்கள் 6வது முறை தூக்கு போய் வந்துட்டோம் எங்கள் குடும்பம் பூரா துடிக்கிறோம் எதுக்கு எங்களுக்கு இது
Well, moving ahead now, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Jayalalitha's petition seeking exemption from her personal appearance in the disproportionate assets case against her has been rejected by the special court in Bangalore. Her lawyers had suggested a written statement or video conference as an alternative. Now, both pleas have been rejected. Her lawyers say that she can file an appeal in the High Court against the rejection of her petition. Now, Ms. Jayalalitha is accused of amassing assets to the tune of 66 crore rupees during her tenure as the Chief Minister between 1991 and 96. Now, for more details on this case, we are now joined by Radhika from Bangalore, who's joining us live over the phone line. Radhika, a quick word right now. Good evening first. This would be considered as a setback by many as far as the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu is concerned.
Good evening to you. That's right. One would say from a law perspective, from a legal angle, this is a setback considering this will delay the case. Moreover, she will have to, as Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, make an appearance herself in the case. However, this is just an appeal made in the special court. So legally speaking, she can, of course, approach the High Court, which she already has. Her counsel, Mr. B. Kumar, who I spoke to a while ago, was mentioning that he filed an application at the special court only to make sure that there is no fixed date for her summon, which is why the court hasn't given a fixed date to say that Ms. Jayalalitha has to appear on this very day in Bangalore because of their application in the High Court of Karnataka, where they're trying to file 2 petitions again. One, to seek a possibility of maybe giving written replies to the court, and if in the event of that being rejected, her second application, or let's say petition rather, is to make sure that she can answer through video conferencing. This will will be very important for Ms. Jayalalitha, considering that Shashikala, her very close associate, had already made a personal appearance herself in court in Bangalore, in this very special court, just about a fortnight ago. So this will be important for Jayalalitha to make sure that she is not seen as someone who is going to be indicted in this very case. Her focus at this stage, very, very clear. Of the 13 cases against her, she's acquitted in 11. She wants to be sure that this one too is out of her way. But that seems to be a little complicated considering this particular petition has been rejected. However, like her counsel has been saying, this is not really the end of it. She is approaching the High Court of Karnataka, and that hearing is posted for the 16th of August.
Right, Radhika, thanks a lot for joining us with all those updates. Now, of course, a road bump, but not a dead end. Essentially, that's the sense coming in. Now, moving ahead, in other news, mild tremors, in fact, were felt in Trichy, Cuddalore, Salem, Perambalur and Viluppuram districts. Now, though no casualties were reported, a few structures did develop some cracks now. Now, the tremors, in fact, registered 3.5 on the Richter scale and lasted only for a few seconds. Ariyalur, at a distance of about 300 kilometers from Chennai, was the epicenter of this quake. Now, there were tremors of a different kind as far as Perambalur is concerned. A day after a third-year engineering student allegedly committed suicide in Perambalur district, the district engineering colleges have announced that they will remain shut for the next 4 days. Now, the boy from the Dhanalakshmi Srinivasan College reportedly committed suicide after he was humiliated by his professor when he was asked why he had failed his exams. Now, when he allegedly answered back sarcastically, the head of his department reportedly came in and allegedly harassed the student. Unable to bear the shame, he hung himself in his hostel room. Now, the body has been sent for post-mortem to Trichy. In anger, meanwhile, his college mates burnt cars and damaged hostel property, angry over his death. But the police came in to control the crowds. Well, here's a quick traffic update at your fingertips. The Chennai Traffic Police has launched a free SMS service to alert customers about the situation on arterial roads, especially during peak hours. Now, you can start by registering on the text. That's by texting join CTP to this number, and the number is 092195921995. Now, except for this first SMS, which is charged, it is free of cost. Now, for subscribing to this service, users should also ensure, and here's the catch, that the do not disturb service, in fact, is deactivated.
Throughout the day, we are posting the alerts regarding any event taking place on the road, like any accident, vehicle breakdown, any procession, demonstration, which is affecting the traffic on the road. The road users can plan their movement in advance. If they get this alert before they start, they can plan if they have to go to airport, railway station, whether they need to go a little early because the traffic is moving slow, or they have to take any diversion. So it will be helpful for the road users.
And well, in a security scare only days before the India's Independence Day, a 34-year-old man from Uttar Pradesh was caught carrying a revolver in Chennai's Central Railway Station. Now, he was carrying one revolver with 13 bullets. He was questioned at the Bomb Disposal and Detection Squad at the station. Now, sources have indicated that the man holds a license that he obtained in Jammu. Now, it is believed to be an all-India license, allowing him to carry the revolver with him. Now, today was the last day of the debate on the budget, and over the last week, many issues have come up. At the Assembly, the Chief Minister alleged that the UPA government at the centre had been cutting down the state's monthly quota of kerosene. Now, this was an issue she had already taken up with the Prime Minister Manmohan Singh. Intervening during the debate on the budget, she said that the cut down was since the month of June. And well, in more developments from the Assembly, the Chief Minister Jayalalitha announced in the House today that 100 high schools will be upgraded into higher secondary schools from this academic session. In a boost to the education sector, she added that 900 postgraduate teachers will also be employed as a result of this initiative. Now, this move by the government will cost the exchequer 45 crore rupees and will be implemented at the city corporations and municipalities across the state, where there will be courses in science and arts. And well, in addition to this, Ms. Jayalalitha announced that BT cotton will not be encouraged by the state government as it does not guarantee increased yield. Now, she added that the decision came after requests from farmers and a section of the MLAs. Now, earlier, the budget had announced popularization of BT cotton, but this saw opposition by the MLAs of the left parties and farmers alike. And with Tamil Nadu government working up to the 3-month deadline to clear the city of its filth, environment and waste management experts say that the focus should be more on recycling garbage. Now, though the corporation has debris collecting vehicles with 2 separate boxes for degradable and non-biodegradable items, a demand from ex-Nora chief is that public needs to pitch in to help the corporation sanitation workers. Now, garbage dumping yards in Kodingayur and Perangudi are in specific need to be cleaned up ahead of the monsoon season. And well, gods say don't move the treasure from Padmanabha Swami temple. That's the version coming in from the astrologers. We'll get you more details on the other side.